And White House Press Secretary.
What's going on, people? Second cup of coffee. I'm up a little later than usual. It's at 10 o'clock. I try to be up usually, before that. Good to hear from you all, folks. I heard from 6 people on the Victor Bailey. People really like to make sure I get it straight. I even got an email. It's not Jocko. Thanks, folks. Even as I said it, and I misspeak at times, even as I said it, I was in the back of my head, it was more like the bass playing reminded me of Jocko, not that it was definitively Jocko. So, thank you. I heard from some other folks who know folks, and that's always nice to hear. I don't always personally respond, folks, and I just think I have to keep explaining because of the volume of input that I receive from a lot of different people. Okay, I'm not exaggerating. I received some stuff to review yesterday. I'm going to hold because I want to really absorb it. Jerry King's new Cloud Over Jupiter. I like it, but I want to really get into it. There's a lot of variety there. And then I got another thing from L'Amour Records, and I'll get to it. But, come on, did I put it? No, I did. Okay. So I want to say rest in peace to Cicely Tyson. She's not a musician, She was married to Miles Davis's third wife. But as an African-American woman, she is very important to me, personally. She was a symbol of dignity, especially for dark-skinned black people. Even within our race, there is favoritism towards light skin, and it's I've dealt with it my entire life, being more dark than light. And so I just want to shout out Cicely Tyson for being an icon, a true diva, a real woman of class. She stood up for the rights of black women, and I think women in general, trying to get women to be seen as fully human beings, not sex objects. And I played most of this last night. Miles Davis, this period of Miles Davis, to me, these recordings are like master works of art. It's like looking at the Michelangelo or works by Picasso and Rembrandt. This is some of the finest music and art ever produced on this planet. It's just the filigrees and shadow and the discoveries. Every time I listen to Miles, particularly this era, amazing. Jansen, Barbieri, Karn, Breakable Moons. These are my dudes. It's a band, Japan. I was just watching a podcast where Richard Barbieri talked to some program, some kind of Sunday program in England. Very interesting. I like Richard a lot. And I love this music. It's just really high quality. Intelligent music, but also has heart. Now here's something that I've had that I put on last night because the last time I played it, I wasn't sure about it. And playing it again didn't help. The Coachmen. 10 compositions, new frontiers in free rock. This is on the Ecstatic Peace label. Thurston Moore of Sonic Youth was involved in this project. And this is the kind of free improvisation and noise making that, to me, is on the fence to me. It almost sounds like it's a send-up. Mostly it's a big mess, and it's really not very interesting. I was thinking maybe over time this would come into more clear to me. But it sounds like a joke. It really does sound like they're just making mess. And just for the hell of it, it really does not sound like it does anything. Played this last night. This is a classic of progressive rock music. Storia di un Minuto by Premiata, Forneria, Marconi. I've had this forever. It's kind of beat, but this is so beautiful. The painting really captures the atmosphere of the music. I just love it. It takes me to another time and place, like this music, Renaissance, Scheherazade. This is just fantastic. Annie Haslam, her voice. This music has class. See, to me, that's the thing about music. Class is not about wealth. Class is about what's inside. You know, a lot of rich people have no class, no taste. Some of the lowest, shittiest people on this planet. It ain't about what. It isn't about the money. It's about what recognizing. I really had fun listening to this last night. Bokaj, Retsiem, Psychedelic Underground. Some kind of project put together by some studio musicians in Germany, where they started off doing different versions of a nursery rhyme, and then they do these kind of send-ups of angst-ridden psychedelic rock from the 60s. And it's so over the top, it's really very entertaining. But it's like, you can tell, it's like they're having the fun with this, okay? A couple more and I'm out of here. Jazz. You want to hear about a jazz album that maybe you ought to know about? Sonny Fortune, Awakening, sax player. Came out in the 70s. He's a bit of a fire player. He is, but he's got his own voice. That's why he stands out. He does try to play, not try, he fires it up, but he's not just doing a Coltrane Pharoah Sanders. It's Sonny Fortune finding his own voice. This is a very, very fine album, Awakening. And I have a new album in my collection, Brian Eno's film music, 1976-2020. Grabbed this the other day when I got my car out of the snow, and then I went and made a trip. I love this. Most of this I had not heard before. I really like Brian Eno's film music, and this is a really good selection. Really good. I love the packaging too. Okay. As I've been focused on my last couple of videos, I do want to continue to encourage or just say that, I hope everyone's doing okay. You can tell me how you're doing. We really are in this for the long haul. This isn't going to just suddenly be over in a couple of days. And so steel your nerves and do what you have to do to stay well. Yeah, I smile at the end of the videos because it's important for me, as well as I guess for some of you, to do what I can do to stay strong. And comes from the inside. That's where the smile comes from.